we have ginormous respect for rally because it is so different from our sport.
It's clear that in rally the skills is you need to adapt to a lot of conditions, so you need to trust much more your feeling. I believe that in Formula One I never drove those cars, but in circuit you have very short window, small window, like you say, where you have to be exactly precise every lap, give the limit all the time. For us, of course, you're also trying to limit all the time, but you need somehow a little margin more everywhere because you are not 100% sure that every corner will deliver the same grips. For sure it's faster on the track with the Formula One, but in rally it feels also really fast when you are on a very narrow road in a forest, that you know that there is no room for mistakes.
That's the trickiest thing for us to watch as a spectator. I can't believe they can commit to certain situations with not really knowing. Of course they have the pace notes and done some recce's, but really it's an incredible skill they have to adapt the car, almost to manipulate the car nearly in the air, and where the landing zones are and how that works is really a really nice art to watch, and maximum respect and just love watching it.
I think it requires a lot of time for circuit driver to come in rally and try to get the speed, because
we've seen that.
We've seen that. You need a lot of work with the co-driver, and that takes some time, and you need experience.
I don't want a co-driver. I'm really bad even with a co-driver in a street car.
But if you go rally, you need one.
I would definitely have it in a rally for sure. I want one, but I'm a shocking passenger. It's another language. It's another sport. Nearly, it's a bit like it's tennis and squash, but it's similar, but it's yet so different. It's the different demands and a totally different upbringing. From go-karts, and then you go. We all probably start in go-karts to a degree. Then the education process starts so early.
I think go-kart is anyway the best school to any motorsport, but afterwards it can go very different direction. He mentioned it's maybe comparing tennis or squash. I often say it's football or rugby. I mean, it's you play with the ball, but it's completely different.
I think it's difficult for us to do each other's jobs to the last point. We can do it reasonably well, but to do it right at the limit would be virtually impossible.
I'm a bit jealous of the drivers 40 years ago, where it was possible to switch from
any category,
motorbike to Formula One to rally, whatever you want. And I think that was people and spectators love. And in circuit, for sure, I guess we'll be able to drive a car pretty quick, but I believe the last tenths, I don't know how much, are very, very difficult to get. But at least I hope soon to get the feeling out of it and make a small try.